Hi, this is Bayer here. I have skipped day 3 effectively. There's a reason for that. I didn't really have the time, and two, there was a lot of changes with the build, and I don't think it was ready by the time it was day 3. So day 4, things are a lot more settled. Let me do a brief showcase. What map is this? It's a T15 rare. Yeah, no, show the build to you, or what I've been working on. I still don't think it's perfect. As you know, as most of you know, I'm not necessarily a great player. I'm pretty bad at the game, to be frank, and I like to make builds that are pretty much unkillable and have, you know, DPS that can do Ubers. Now, the problem is when I have a build that doesn't it isn't particularly strong or effective at that point. Yeah, I just die a lot. So, as you can tell, I've been stuck at 93 for a reason. That also is because I'm kind of experimenting with stuff, and I don't I'm not going to shy away from difficult content just because I don't want to die. I think I'm playing softcore. It's kind of stupid to play like that, or rather, it's kind of brain dead to play like that. Just do everything that's difficult and build towards a build that can do the difficult stuff, I think would be how I would view it. I'm gonna make these cells because I want to. Oops. Unless he's busy. I guess. Wait. Okay. Okay. So I'll just sell the flask then. Sedge. I mean, I was like, I didn't want to make the sale, and then another guy started pinging me, so I figured 20C is worth it. But yeah. I need to do a bit more optimization with Flask, I think. But after I'm done with that, build should be pretty okay. Haven't actually POB'd out the damage, mainly because I think the alt quality, not alt quality, the new transfigured versions of the gems are not ready for POB, so I'm not really able to calculate and compute the damage. But all in all, let me show you later after the map is done. hold up. How's the walkthrough here?
This one will soon belong to me. Time to up the stakes. Grasp your mortality tightly. Life is so wholesome. Storm and hunt. Show me true combat.
I must have time to gather my will.
Alright, that was a T15 map. I really need to improve my mobility actually. Oh, I need to play better, I think. Actually, I can ID both of them. Actually, maybe I should ID these as well. Alright, let's briefly go through the build. Let me talk about it, and you have a better understanding of how it goes or how it works. So for the first 2 days, I was playing a dot-based build. It was minion ignite, minion stability ignite with SRS, scaling DOT damage. Then I was looking at what was the most cost-effective way to scale damage, because I know ignite's gonna cap off. During the event itself, I got up to I think 1.4 million DPS. It was kind of okay, not too bad, but it still was kind of meh, I think, into the very late, because it doesn't scale beyond like 5 or 6, I think. So you could put a lot more investment to it, but it would eventually cap out. So, and then I was looking at the prices of Armor Manus as well, and Armor Manus was like 6 divines or some shit. And then I was like, I'm not gonna spend 6 divines for like, you know, for just one minor upgrade, right? So, I then like thought of what I wanted to do next, and then the other alternative was to then scale for hit based. So minion stability, hit based popcorn SRS, which is generally what was most other people will be playing on PoE Ninja. And so the other reason for it is because with the new version of the gem, so this is the Summon Raging Spirit of Enormity, you have 100% chance to crit, and that includes minion stability crits. So minion stability hits will, for one, it will crit, and two, okay, so for one it will crit, two, it'll start the scale of crit damage, yeah. So I actually found this on the market. This was like 5 divines. So I had enough currency at that point. I was like, if I'm not gonna go for Armor Manus, why not go for this? So this actually is a 8-link helmet effectively for minions. And even if I wasn't going to go SRS or popcorn SRS, this would still be an 8-link helm. So I figured at 5 divines this was too much, just too cheap. It was too easy of a steal, so I just bought it anyway. I do know that minion damage is only a 5% more damage because it reduces minion health by 25%, and even though it increases damage by 50, this equates to only a 5% increase in damage. So yes, it's technically more like a 7-link helm, which isn't too much of a difference from a 7-link chest. But the other reason why I was still okay with it in general is because for minions, you're always going to run out of sockets, right? You're going to run out of slots, right? So even if I could put it on the chest, you know, a 16 on the chest, you run out of links for other stuff like other minions, for auras, etc. So I decided just to go for this, and yeah, and so I made the commitment to go for this and started transitioning the build into a crit based setup. And when I decided to scale the build into crit base, I was also looking at a bunch of other stuff as well. I was looking at I really wanted to make Mind Over Matter work. So I wanted to make Mind Over Matter work with Eldritch Battery. The problem was, other than the energy shield gained from blocks, which is Aegis Aurora Recovery, there isn't really much else I can do to gain energy shield. And that is because I'm not Inquisitor. Inquisitor can do that pretty easily. You can scale like a 2000 worth of regen, and you have 2000 energy shield regen as well. And that regen pretty much just carries you, right? Because it affects your energy shield as well as your life, and that's super strong. This allows you to go Mind Over Matter and EB. I found a solution to that, and that is to go for Supreme Decadence. Life Recovery from Flask also applies to energy shield. 30% less life recovery from Flask. So I have 2 life flasks here. They're pretty decent life flasks, and then when I tap this, it just basically gives me energy shield, right? So yeah, as you can see, it's pretty helpful. I also have this where I gain 3 charges when I get hit by an enemy. Since I'm blocking most of my hits, I can afford to just tank. So I'm pretty happy to just sit there and spam the flask. It's perfectly fine. So I'm actually running Mind Over Matter now. I have Supreme Decadence, and then Eldritch Battery, and Minion Stability. So that's 4 keystones over there. So you'll be asking as well, why do I have this whole bunch of nodes added, and why have I lost the cluster? And I'll tell you outright that you can tell the difference here. As you can see, my minion life modifier is at 560, and minion damage modifier is at 480 after casting stuff. And the reason being for that is this, right? There are certain timeless jewels that are really strong, right, for minions. There's the 4 Slumlord jewels for this particular Elegant Hubris. I think it's like, I can't remember the code. I've saved it somewhere. Let me just check. 114340. So 114340 gives you like 4 times minion damage, which is pretty OP. The second OP one is actually for anything that runs minion stability or the scales off minion life, because you have 4 notables. It's going to be 2 sets of minion life. So minion life here, so there's 160, and then minion damage here, and holy crap, sorry. There's 3 minion life nodes, 3 minion life nodes, 1, 2, and 3. 1 minion damage node, which is this. So that's still a total of 4, except most of it is skewed to minion life instead of minion damage. You also have pretty interesting nodes. You have this one, so that's lightning resistance. I'll tell you why I've gone here. And then also this one, which is non-curse auras, effect of non-curse auras from your skills. As you recall, I used to have energy shield nodes here, and energy shield nodes would do stun thresholds based on 60% of your energy shields to life, the mastery. I've actually added it here because this is also an energy shield mastery. I get 50 lightning resistance here, and the 50 lightning resistance is pretty insane as well because it helps take pressure off my suffixes. And suffixes, I can do stuff like, right now I still want to get max chaos rest. I don't have that at the moment. That was something I have to work towards. But I had enough stats for like the rest of my gear. I can start leveling up different kinds of gems. Yeah. So this is a pretty sick notable. This is, let me give it the number. It's 112300. You can go, for me I want the Kadiro specifically because I want the Supreme Decadence, but you could also get this on the other 2 different Elegant Hubris jewels. As long as the number of coins is exactly the same, you'll get the same effect. So definitely 112 300 and 114 for 114 340 is something you want to look forward to. This one, I mean, this was the only one that popped on the market. To be frank, I bought it for 3 divines. I was like, it popped up for 3 divines. I was like, I'm gonna pay whatever he wants for it, and 3 was good. So yeah, so I removed the nodes here. There was quite a similar number of points I've freed up as a result of that. And then I started adding stuff like sockets because I still wanted sockets for stuff. So I had 2 sockets here that I lost. So I added 1 more here, and I had to lose 1 of my gems. Pathing here means I can also have access to the life nodes here. So I've got a 4.3k life. I would definitely want at least 5k life, but for now this will do. It's acceptable. Yeah. Let me talk about the reservations now. Right now I'm reserving 6 separate we call things that require reservation. Not all of them are auras. So Tempest Shield, Petrified Blood, Determination, some Skitterbots, Vitality, and Defiance Banner. Alright, and then why do I go Skitterbots? Well, Skitterbots is important because I'm using Hypothermia here. It also gives me a Source of Chill and a Source of Shock that allows my minions to do more damage. Skitterbots also kind of count as allies around me, so I will show you why that's important later. I have a jewel that I have a charm I haven't added in yet, unfortunately, but I would definitely want to add this in. I actually looted this myself. I farmed this myself, but I will have onslaught as a result of that, and that gives me quite a bit of mobility. Yeah. So for now, I'm still sticking to the same set of jewels here. So yeah, block, banner no reservation, and culling strike. But yeah, I would definitely think of putting this one in. Maybe I should just swap it out here, but I'll lose some attack block, so maybe not. Yeah, so that was the major updates here. The damage here is pretty good. I can do Maven empowered bosses along with the what is it called again? The forest, is it the affliction empowered monsters? So I can empower affliction monsters and then Maven empower them, and I'll still be able to clear them, right? Not cleanly all the time. There are times I will die. I need to figure out what's causing me to die. Right now I'm just doing trial and error. I'm not smart enough for this, like, to figure out all these things out before I actually go into the map. But for now, Maven 10 invites are not a problem. It's only the empowered versions of them in the maps I'm doing. I'm essentially actually running. I'll tell you my map strategy. But yeah, give me a second. Let me just sell this. Oh yeah, forgot. Let's talk about gemlings. Oh my god, I keep forgetting. I'm not really going through this in a very structured way, but yeah. Okay, weapon stayed the same. Helmet swapped out from the Mark of the Covenant to paint this Ailing Helm. Aegis Aurora is exactly the same. Tavukai is exactly the same. My chest armor I've replaced. I bought this for 30 chaos, which I thought was really cheap. It had very high amounts of life regen and pretty high amounts of maximum life, along with core res and physical damage reduction. It also has pretty high amounts of armor and energy shield. So I was like, for 30 chaos, I'm more than happy to use this, even though it's corrupted. It didn't have the colors I wanted, so what I did was I just colored it myself. Took me about 12 Valobs, I think, and it got 3-3, which is what I was looking for. Rings have been swapped out, mostly just cast speed, stats, life, and resistances. Nothing much, nothing out of the ordinary. Gloves are the same thing. Resistances, life regen, life and stats, just to equip the rest of my gear. I've swapped out the replica siege breaker for this. Stygian Vice is like pretty nice because you can like slot in jewels like these. So I have like 2 of these. Maximum life, minion life, minimum damage if you've used a mini skill recently. So I've got 2 of them. And yeah, these boots. I upgraded the boots to get more movement speed, more life, and more resistances. So yeah. That's pretty much all there is to it in terms of upgrades. Let's talk about these change in skills. So Arcanist Brand to wait for conviction and flammability. This has stayed the same. I've moved the Raging Spirit to Helm. So Raging Spirit is still summon Raging Spirit of Enormity, along with critical damage support. Oh, I should actually Yeah, I should just quality this up. I'll use the GCP later. Unleash support. I would really want an Awaken Unleash, at least level 5. But for now, I can't afford it. I'm pretty poor because I bought the Necromantic Aegis Impossible Escape. The Impossible Escape was like 6 divines, and then the what was it? The Glorious Vanny was 3 divines, so that's like 9 divines just in jewels alone. Yeah, along with this 5 divine helm, so that was like 14 divines total. I think on all the upgrades, new upgrades I got was like 17 divines, I think, about there. So over 2 days, so probably made like close to 10 divine a day, and I didn't really play that much, to be honest. I think a lot of it was selling old equipment, like old gear that I usually buy gear for cheap, so you can consider that some form of flipping, right? But I generally tend to buy gear pretty cheap, and then when I don't use them, I sell them, and at that point the time the market already has gone up, so I just sell them at maybe cheaper than market, but still at a profit for myself. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, the 6 links, the 8 links here are the Sun Raging Spirit, critical damage, 5 pen, because this is a hit based setup. So this Awaken 5 pen is only 12 chaos, by the way. Unleash support, I would like an Awaken Unleash. It's linked to Concentrated Effect. Concentrated Effect does affect MI, Minion Stability, explodes. Minion Life, unfortunately this is level 18, not 20, but whatever, you can't win in everything. Minion Damage, level 20 is just 5% more damage, so it's not significant, but it's still, I mean, it's nice to have. Hypothermia is pretty much more damage when the enemy is chilled, and they will be chilled because of skitter bots. And then I have like 2 free suffixes, so I crafted on Dex and Strength. I could always craft on other stuff, but for now this is what I need. I probably would want to drop this off, probably want to drop this off and get something else in the suffix, but I haven't really thought about it yet. Yeah, Anoint is the same, Sanctuary with a Tabukai. Okay, oh yeah, I'm not talking about gear, sorry. Let's talk about links again. Enlightened support here with Determination, Petrified Blood. Shield charges just here because there's nowhere else to put it. Temper Shield, and some skitter bots. I can actually probably start leveling the skitter bots and the Defiance banner. Molten Shell linked to cast with damage taken. Flame Dash for mobility. Vitality, Arrogance, Defiance banner, and Convocation. Convocation is also here because there's no other space to put it. But you really want the Vitality, the Arrogance, and the Defiance linked. Now this is new, so Raise Spectres along with Minion Life support, Meat Shield support, and Animate Guardian. I haven't actually put in an Animate Guardian or a Spectre. Well, I have 2 Spectres now, but I haven't really thought about Spectres very much. I've just added in something. I will probably relook at this, figure out exactly what I want. Right now I have some candidates, but for now I've taken the 2 Nameless Beasts in the league event. They seem really strong when they hit me, so I would assume that they are kind of strong, so then that's why I've gone for them. But I probably want utilities, Spectres, one for one of the Tool Spectres and maybe a Warlord Spectre, but for now I haven't really committed to it, so I've just let it be. But once it gets to level 20 or I get level 21 gem, I'll definitely think of replacing this. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much all for the gem links. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll continue to build upon this build and scale it. And to be frank, I think although this league Pathfinder is really strong because of tinctures, because of Ellie bows and tinctures, I think super strong. But I would definitely want to play pure minions like this league. So right after I'm done with Guardian, I might even consider going Necromancer. And I really want to go a Golem setup. Mostly because I've never played minions in my life before. I mean, I did play Dominating Blow, but it's not really a traditional minion build. So it'll be fun to just do a pure traditional minion build this particular league and see what it takes me. It'll be fun also watching stuff Ethan from Game Report. I think there are a lot of good content creators for minions out there, and it's nice to learn something new. So yeah. Okay, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm out. Peace. Bye.